Everything we know about The Sims 5. Hello, I'm Demmer, and today I'm going to talk about everything we know about the next iteration of The Sims, aka probably The Sims 5. This video is basically an updated version of the video I did last year, and it will basically be based on leaks and behind the Sims. But first, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share because it is very important to help my channel grow on YouTube. Now that you've done that, let's start the video. So I'm gonna divide this video in 4 major parts. The first one is graphics and technical things, and I'll basically keep this one simple because I know it's the most interesting one. The Sims 5 is being developed on an Unreal Engine 5, which allows you to create beautiful and super immersive games. As of now, it looks like they are not using the full potential of the tool, but you know, we have only seen leaks of the game, so yeah, maybe they're cooking something with it. We also know that the game will follow an art style in which the characters are cartoony and the environments are realistic, which is a win for me. Other thing that we know is that the game will feature cross-platform tools, so you'll be able to play the game on your mobile. It looks like the data will be transferred by cloud to your device, so it doesn't affect the performance of your game that much, but as of now, we don't have too much information. The final thing in this part is the multiplayer features. The game is confirmed to be online, but not fully, so you'll be basically able to play the classic single player or share your world with other players of your choosing. Listening to former Sims 5 producer SimGuru's grand speech about the online part of the game, it looks like they are aiming for a more intimistic experience and not those huge roleplay servers, so don't explain those kind of things. So that's it for this part of the video. Now I'm going to talk about Create a Sim. First, we know that you'll be able to change the color of the hair and maybe use more than one swatch on each hair like we could in the Sims 3. But it's very likely that a color wheel is coming to the clothing and skin tones too. Then we know that we'll be able to change the parts of your clothing pieces, making them way more customizable and different. We'll also be able to share them on the gallery. During the leak session, we also noticed beautiful and powerful details on the Sims. The textures are out of this world and such an upgrade from what we got in The Sims 4. Now, skin marks, details, buttons are all 3D details and not just printed on like they were in the previous titles. The last thing I have to talk about this mode is the photo recognition feature. It was announced some years ago that EA was looking for experts on photo recognition features that allow you to take a picture of yourself and the game would create a sim just like you. And because in the leaks we saw that in the build mode, maybe this idea wasn't abandoned during development. That's a wrap for Create a Sim. Now I'm going to talk about build mode, but first don't forget to like, subscribe, and share because you know it's very important and it will help my channel a lot. Actually, build mode is the mode that we have more things to talk about. The first topic is a color wheel, which is coming back. It was revealed on the first behind the Sims that the color wheel will be coming back in The Sims 5. Not only this, but this is also suffering huge improvements. Now you'll not only be able to change the color and texture, but also change the patterns, which are also very customizable. This color wheel also comes with a photo recognition feature that allows you to photograph a color and transfer it into your game. The game will also be The Sims' first title to have a no-grid build mode, where you can place objects freely with no limitation. Although you can kind of do that in The Sims 3 and 4, sometimes things don't work well, while in The Sims 5, things will probably be designed to work well without the grid. But if you like to build with a grid, you can also activate it in the UI. Speaking about the UI menu for the build mode is actually the only UI we gotta look to. So it is a vertical UI, which to be honest I don't like, but you can expand it or make it smaller, so I guess that's fine, but I would still prefer an horizontal one like we got since The Sims 1. Object modification will also be taken to another level on this iteration. Now you can customize any parts of any objects of your choosing in this game, like rugs, counters, and shelves. But not only that, you'll be able to share it with other players. This will make the catalog of The Sims 5 much smaller, which is better because you won't have to search until Narnia to find your objects. You can also size your objects up and down with no preset sizes like you have in The Sims 4. Gallery is also a thing that is going to be implemented in The Sims 5. You'll be able to select a set of objects and share them. You'll also be able to share the new objects you created during the game, which is really cool. The last part of the video is gameplay, and sadly the one that we got least concrete info about. So the first topic is a speculation with clear evidence. Open world might be coming in The Sims 5. During the last behind the Sims, they show it as a prototype where you can see these Among Us looking Sims walking around the neighborhood in different lots, which basically suggests that The Sims 5 is coming with an open world system, or at the very least open neighborhood. Other thing that basically indicates the presence of open worlds is the fact that we will have a 3D immersive map like we had in The Sims 3, and that you can transfer from building to building without a loading screen, like you can see in this video. To be honest, this is the very least they can do. Simmers have been complaining for years, and it will be a crazy mistake if they didn't include open worlds. Talking about Sims themselves now, moods will kind of disappear from the game. SimGurus told us they wanted to keep the UI as simple as possible, and that emotions would be more visible in Sim's behavior. So instead of the UI telling you that your Sim is sad, your Sim will act like he's real sad, so you'll notice that your Sim is sad by his attitudes. To be honest, I think that making the UI very simple will be kind of underwhelming, because I like to know what are my Sims feeling and why are they feeling those things. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. Multitasking will also be taken to another level on this iteration. During the last behind the Sims, we saw a Sim watching TV while drinking. In The Sims 4, we can already do that, but it doesn't work that well and it's kind of slow. So they are improving it in The Sims 5. You can also see that animation and well-roundedness of the places is improving in this game. Sims now feel the presence of each other. For example, when a Sim is watching TV and other Sim is in front of the TV, the Sim who's watching will step their head aside so they can watch it properly. That is a pretty good detail added to the game. Our final topic is the free expansions, which were announced by Lindsay Pearson during the last Behind the Sims. So basically, she said that features like seasons and apartments will be released for free on the free base game, and then there will be released supplemented packs, like for example, seasons will come for free in the base game, and then you'll have a snow activity game pack. This honestly scares me a lot because now everything will be much more cash grabbing than it was before. Things may be getting out of hand with EA, especially because the game is totally free, so they gotta make the money out of somewhere. So either we get microtransactions or the DLC will be a complete robbery. So that's basically everything we know about The Sims 5 to this day, and that's a lot for a game that still has no trailer. It has been developed for a while, but I believe that the trailer is closer than ever. So that's it, Simmers. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, go watch another video on my channel, subscribe, like, and share because it is very important, and I'll see you next video.